Alright YouTube, this is going to be such a big skincare challenge that I have it in this big Ulta box. This is going to be such a big one. Okay, so I'm finally doing Peter Thomas Roth. If you guys follow me, if you guys follow sales, then you know that this brand is everywhere. They're everywhere. They're always having some kind of a promo. So I got the Un-wrinkle Kit in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I'm finally ready to test this out. And then I've got a whole bunch of other Peter Thomas Roth products. I think this is actually going to be my biggest challenge yet, but a lot of these are small samples, so I don't know. I don't know how it compares. But I'm just going to go through these products and tell you guys what I'm going to be using. So this is the Un-wrinkle Turbo Kit. It currently is $88, and it's supposed to be a $163 value. I'll have a comment on that coming up. But this has the Un-wrinkle Turbo Serum, a toner in it, the peel pads, which I'm really excited to try, and then a night cream. And then I also have the Meet Your Mask set, which is $25. It's supposed to be worth $24. Again, I'll come back to that. But that is 6 different masks to try out. And if you guys know me, then you know that I love masks. So I'm really excited to try that. I've been holding on to that one for a while for this challenge. And then I have a bunch of other little products in here. So this is the multitasker mask. This is mask tool, rather. I don't know what's going on with this. Somehow there's a better way to apply your masks than with your fingers, I guess. So we'll try that out. I also have the 24K Gold Hydra-Gel Eye Patches. There is so much gold in this brand. I think there's more gold in these products than my face. I don't know why there's gold. We'll find out by the time I'm done with this challenge, though. I've got 2 cleansers in here. I've got the Anti-Aging Cleanser and the Irish Moor Mud Cleanser. Purifying Gel Cleanser. I think these are both gels. You can get so many Peter Thomas Roth samples, that's all I'm saying. And then I also have the Water Drench HyaluronicCloud Cream. I did not get this in my Sephora play, a lot of people did, but I swapped for it because y'all know I don't have a ton of money, so at this point I'm like, I want to do this brand, I gotta swap for stuff. And then I also have the 3% Retinol Plus. This is a small sample. This will be my first ever venture into straight up retinols. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know if I really need them, but hey, I can use them for prevention, right? I think so. My comments that I wanted to make really quickly that I did happen to observe, if you are interested in this brand, is that the price breakdown that I did when I was looking at these products is not quite consistent to what these claim. This is supposed to be worth $163, and I got this to be worth $129. The mask set is supposed to be worth $44, and I got $33. So I just want to make those comments really quickly, because if people are interested in these brands, I kind of feel like you should know the actual prices versus what it says on here. And that's not to, you know, demonize Peter Thomas Roth, because a lot of brands do this, and I guess the logic is smaller products are more costly. In general, they are, but I couldn't find smaller products to actually see if that was true or not. Everything I found was in a large size, and that was the large size breakdown. So I guess they're doing their own type of math over there. But anyway, that's not that important. We're going to do this challenge. I'm going to come back to you guys in 2 weeks and tell you guys what I think of Peter Thomas Roth. Oh my gosh, y'all. Peter Thomas Roth in 2 words. Shockingly potent. I could not believe what this brand felt like on my skin. It was like a 2-week boot camp where my drill sergeant was Peter Thomas Roth. And speaking of, is that not a George Carlin certified tough guy name? Really sounds like it is. Alright, Peter. Alright. But yeah, I did really enjoy doing this challenge. I was quite shocked. I will say I felt like a couple of these products were a little on the gimmicky side, and I also happened to notice that there were a lot of dyes in some of these products, and I don't feel that's necessary. That might be my own personal bias. Scented skincare doesn't bother me, but dyed skincare does. We all have our own biases. It's important to know that anytime you watch a reviewer. But I'm going to try to give you guys my opinion on using this brand for the past 2 weeks, tell you guys what I liked and what I didn't. And so I'm going to go through this in terms of the sets. So I'm definitely going to leave in the description box below the timestamps, so you can skip to just my reviews of the sets if that's something you're interested in purchasing. Maybe it can help you make a decision. So that's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk to you guys about this whole experience for the 2 weeks. So I'm going to start with the Meet Your Mask set. This was a $25 set, and I just want to say right here and right now, I highly recommend this. I highly recommend this set. I didn't love every mask in here, but this is such a good sampler. It's fantastic. I feel like every one of these you can get 4 to 5 uses from, so in the end, you know, between 25 and 30 mask sessions, that's awesome for $25. So I definitely recommend this. All right, I'm gonna start with my favorite masks. I had 2 top picks from this set. I love the Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask, and I love the Rose Stem Cell Mask, both for different reasons. So this Moor Mud Mask is so incredibly good at clearing up your skin. I don't know if you guys can see, but my skin has stayed super clear for 2 weeks, and that just never happens. I have just begun to accept that my skin is going to break out during every challenge, but this did not happen with this challenge. So I attribute that highly to this mask. It's fantastic, and here's the thing. It's not drying. It's not drying. If you love the Glam Glow Super Mud Mask, but you hate how drying it is, that would happen to be me, try this. You gotta give it a try. It's so good. I feel like any skin type can use this. If you have any struggles at all with acne, if you just want to make sure your skin is staying clear, highly recommend. My second, well, not my second favorite, these both tied. My other favorite mask was the Rose Stem Cell Mask. This is so hydrating. Now, this one says on the back to use it for 10 minutes. I like to push the boundaries, and I use this for several hours at a time. I actually read some people sleep in it, but I wasn't willing to push the envelope that far. But definitely the longer you leave it on, the more hydrating it is on your skin. You can see your fine lines smoothing out. This is so good. Definitely a dry skin's dream. I loved it. I loved it. I don't know if it's for everybody, but if you have dry skin, definitely try that one out. Now, this is the Cucumber Gel Mask. I like this one a lot. This is such a refreshing mask. This is the only mask I actually finished because I felt like this was perfect for daily use. I feel like all skin types can use it. It's definitely not too harsh. I left it on for hours. Also, this was another one that I just left on for hours. I put it in the fridge, extra cooling. Oh my goodness, it is so relaxing. I'm not sure it's as potent as the other masks in here, but there's something to be said for that too. Sometimes you just want to do a daily relaxation, and this is a perfect option for that. It's very reasonably priced. The full size is $52. By my math, you'd get around at a minimum of 40 masks out of that. That's very reasonable. Very reasonable. And then we have the 24K Gold Mask. I feel like this is a little on the gimmicky side. This is the most expensive mask in here because it does contain gold, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really a fan of flushing my gold down the sink. What's up with that? I just don't understand this one. I just don't get the appeal. I don't think it did that much. It's supposed to be lifting and firming, I guess, to some extent, to the same kind of extent as the Cucumber Gel Mask, which is significantly less. I just didn't get it. There are people who like this. I just didn't get it. Now, the Blue Marine Algae Mask, I'm super conflicted about. This, bear in mind, all of these, it's recommended to leave on for 10 minutes. When I left this on for 10 minutes, I saw a very, very fast difference in the hydration levels of my skin. It was super hydrating for 10 minutes. Something strange happened after that where it took a turn and became drying. In fairness to the company, I was not following the directions when I left this mask on for more than 10 minutes, so maybe that really is a factor. But I'm weirded out by it. I'm very weirded out by the whole way this went down. I've just never had this experience, so I personally am not going to buy this because I like other masks more, but that was strange. The only mask that I really, really didn't like was the Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. A lot of people love this. They rave about it so much. Now, I don't have sensitive skin, and I've said that many times, but this burned my skin twice. Now, let me explain, because again, super weird experience. First time I applied this to my skin, realized I'd been using all these other Peter Thomas Roth products, which are all pretty intense. But the first time I applied this, it burned so much I washed it off within 30 seconds. And you're supposed to leave this on for 3 to 7 minutes. I couldn't do it. And I can put up with a lot. Couldn't do it. Did you know me? I tried it again, second time. No problem. 7 minutes, no problem. Yes, it did definitely have a similar reaction on my skin as the Ren Glycolactic Mask, which I love. So yeah, I see how it softens your skin. I get it. Went to use it a third time. Same deal. Same deal. Left it on for a minute. Washed it off. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. It was burning again. So I'm very conflicted about this. I don't know why this was my experience as somebody who isn't sensitive skinned. I don't know, but I can't recommend a product that was burning my skin to you guys. I can't recommend it. Other people do. Other people do, but I'm telling you this based on my experiences. They come from my background, whatever my skin has been through, so just always keep that in mind anytime you watch any reviewer ever. It didn't work for me. Okay, but overall, I still absolutely recommend that set. And then I want to jump over to the Un-wrinkle set, the 4 products that I had in that set. I recommend this. I recommend this, kind of. So that had the serum, the Turbo Serum. Peter Thomas Roth, what is with your word choices? I really don't. They're so, like, macho. So yeah, that, the peel pads, the Un-wrinkle Night, and then the toner. So let me start with the toner because I really enjoy this toner. It's fantastic. This is more of like a gel form than a lot of liquidy toners, and I like that because I can apply it with my fingers. I just kind of like dab it on versus needing to grab a cotton pad, which I feel like steals a certain percentage of the toner that I've paid for. Stop it, cotton balls. Why you guys steal from me? But this was great. I actually really did feel like this was an anti-aging toner. Usually when I use a toner, I can feel that it's, you know, more drying because I feel like they're more often for acne, but that one, I'm convinced that's an anti-aging toner. I liked it a lot. These peel pads are rated number 4 in anti-aging on Influencer. I'm still on the fence. I'm on the fence. I, again, have a bias towards another product that I just mentioned, and that is the Ren Glycolactic Mask. I like that more. This kind of stung my skin a little bit. I had a very, very, very strange experience when I went to use these after using the retinol product. I actually saw little tiny particles of blood appear in my pores. I think this stuff is super potent, and I think that maybe if you're not a crazy person who is trying 16 new products all at once, maybe this is awesome. I'm gonna keep using this. I have a lot left. I was not able to use these daily as it says you can. I used about 5 of these. So I'm going to keep using them, and maybe my opinion will change if I'm not using other super potent products. But I do think these are strong. I think that is potentially awesome, but I think this is something that you should approach with caution. Okay, so the Un-wrinkle Turbo Serum. I have kind of conflicted feelings on this. First off, let me say, if you're considering this, pick up the Un-wrinkle set instead. It's a couple of dollars more, and you can try this serum, as well as a bunch of other products, so definitely do that. I don't hate this serum. I definitely saw some pros with it, but let me tell you the cons first off. This doesn't absorb into your skin as well as other serums that I've tried. Bearing in mind, we always talk about biases on my channel. I just did pharmacy, and their serum soaked into my skin so fast, so fast. This does not. It sits on your skin for quite some time. However, the ingredients are definitely good. I like the squalene in it. I like the hyaluronic acid. I really, really, really like the pump on this. You can get the perfect amount out so you don't overuse the product. And in a product that is $150, I think that is extremely important. However, I definitely don't think this is worth $150. I would not recommend this based on the price. But Peter Thomas Roth has kind of an interesting pricing system where I don't ever feel like you have to spend full price. We're not quite talking to the balm level where it's always 50% off, but Peter Thomas Roth runs some pretty good sales, if not just these kind of sets that you can pick up. So, it's kind of hard to weigh it in terms of cost that way, but if you're for whatever reason considering full price on that serum, don't pay it. I do not recommend it. This is the Un-wrinkle Night, and I love this. I really love this. This is so hydrating. When you apply this at night and you wake up in the morning, you can see a visible difference in your skin, and I love that. My one gripe about this Un-wrinkle set is the ratios are really weird. I don't understand what was going on here. I finished this off in just over a week. That serum, I'm convinced, will last me a month. Kind of strange, kind of strange. I've definitely got enough of everything else to keep using it, but that was gone in a week? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I loved it so much. So the other products to talk about, everything just like loose, random stuff here. I forgot what this is called, the Mask Taster, something like that. I didn't like this at first. I didn't get it at first. In fairness, I realized that this is meant to be used with the big tub-like products where you can use this as a sanitary method to scoop up your product, and that's pretty neat. That's a neat idea. I'm not sure it's necessary. I feel like if you really wash your hands, it's okay, but that's my opinion. That is my opinion. A lot of people strongly disagree with me on that. However, what I enjoyed this for most was taking off masks. Some of these masks are very sticky. In fact, the one that I love so much, this rose stem cell mask, is a little hard to get off. Using this as a way to scrub it off was very helpful. I did end up liking it. I don't feel like you need to pick it up. I don't feel like it's necessary, but it's nice, and it does seem to come in a lot of the sets, a lot of the promos. So I would say if you see that, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it as a promo. And then we have this, the 24K Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Hydra-Gel Eye Patches. I did like these. While I said that the 24K Gold mask itself was gimmicky, this is still kind of gimmicky, but I liked it. I think it's mostly the caffeine that I liked in this. Whenever an eye product has caffeine in it, it depuffs your under eyes, and I appreciate that greatly, especially as an insomniac. So I did really like the eye masks. What else did I have? Oh, let me talk about this. So the Water Drench HyaluronicCloud Cream, people everywhere are going crazy for this. I don't hate it, but I don't quite understand the hype. This is a very high silicone moisturizer. That means it's not going to absorb into your skin that well, but it's going to be fantastic for under makeup. It also feels super, super nice on. I think the way a product feels really does have an impact on how we view it, and I'm not always sure that the way it feels lines up with its effectiveness, if that's making any sense. So I don't think I personally will buy this, but there are people that are swearing by it right now. They're just in love with it. So I don't know. That's too many silicones for me, to be honest. I want my moisturizer to absorb somewhat. I know it's supposed to be my serum that absorbs and the moisturizer that's a barrier, but I want a little bit of absorption. And then I had the Un-wrinkle Eye. I think I had forgotten to mention this originally. Another product I'm super conflicted about. So the first time I used this tingled to the same extent as the Murad Eye Lift Treatment, which I love. So I do like it. I think it's a really great eye cream, but that's a strange sensation. There was a time I applied it where it was too much. I had to take it off. That was weird. I applied it today. Nothing. No sensation whatsoever. These products are all over the place for me. I don't know. So I liked it. I'm probably going to keep looking around. There's a lot of this. I'll be able to use it for a while. It is 0.5 ounces is $100, so it's pretty pricey, but I feel like the jury is still out on that one. I'm not sure. Now, this little guy is the 3% Retinol Plus. This was my first ever endeavor into retinol, and I do think this had a very strong influence on my entire trial period, because I've never had these kind of experiences with harsh feelings and my skin feeling sensitive until this. Here's why I didn't take this so seriously. This is a 3% retinoid, but it's not actually a retinol in the sense of what you'd get from your doctor. And I think what was going on in my mind is, you know how when you get a cold and you're getting your symptoms and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to a doctor yet, so you go to your drugstore, you pick up some over-the-counter cold medicines, and they kind of help, you know? I think that's what I thought this was going to be. Since you can get this at Sephora, you can get this anywhere. You don't need to go to your doctor for this. So I'm like, okay, this is not going to be as crazy potent as the retinol you'd get from a dermatologist. The claim on this one is that it's a retinol derivative, and it, in theory, still turns into the same retinoic acid, but supposedly with less irritation. I did not find any irritation with using this product alone. I actually really liked it quite a lot. I do feel like my skin is a little more dry than usual, but I'm not really sure it's that visible. It's strange. It's very strange. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I liked it. I plan to continue to use a retinol from this point forward, if for no other reason than because a retinol is for two things. It's for anti-aging and for acne. Does that not sound like what everybody needs some help with? I mean, my skin is so clear. It's so clear. I don't want to give up retinol now that I found it. So I really, really, really enjoyed this. I can't believe Peter Thomas Roth pulled it off. I'm not sure it's as potent as other retinols. Please know that I've never tried any others to compare this to, but I liked it. I think as a first retinol, a 3% at that, it was fantastic. As far as the cleansers I tried from this brand, I tried the Irish Moor Mud Purifying Cleansing Gel, as well as the Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel, and I loved them both. I thought they were absolutely wonderful. This one is a black gel, and this one is this orangish gel with, it basically smells like fruit to me. They both have salicylic acid in them, so they both will keep your skin acne-free, and they're both fantastic. They're not harsh cleansers at all. It just really did the job well. As a disclaimer, I did crack open another one of my Foreo Luna Plays, and I think that played into everything. I think that really did actually help my skin stay clear. So I wasn't using any harsh exfoliants. I was just using that style of washing, and I was very pleased with the end results. So I like both of these a lot. And from what I understand, this is one of their best sellers. I see why. I don't usually comment on the foil packets, but they did send me one, and I want to comment on this in particular. This is the Firmex Peeling Gel. This is another one of these products that kind of made me feel like it was a gimmick. You apply this as a supposed chemical exfoliant, and you're supposed to be able to see the skin ball up on your face as it is washing off, or drying up rather. I'm not convinced that's not the product congealing. I don't believe it. I don't believe I have that many layers of skin to peel off. So take that however you will. I really didn't get this product. I did only try it once. That's one foil, so I don't think too much on it, but I'm not sold on it. I won't buy that one. So overall, my impression of the brand is still really good. Like I said, I don't love every single product, but I do think there's some fantastic options in here. Love the masks. If you try nothing else from this brand, you owe it to yourself. You gotta try these masks. They're great. But yeah, I really did enjoy doing this trial. I can't believe how strong it was, as I've said several times in this video now, but I really can't believe it. It was crazy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I always forget to mention this. I want to say this before I close my video. I put the price breakdown in the description box below. You should check it out. The reason I do that is because I'm thoroughly convinced that when you are considering buying a skincare product that is 1 ounce versus another product that is 1 ounce, you will not use those up at the same amount of time. It's really strange. I'm not sure how to explain the difference in the products, but I want to say it's like a density kind of thing, but not necessarily a thickness. Some products just you seem to need more of. So I hope that when I do these price breakdowns, it helps you determine not just what the upfront cost of a product will be, but how long it will last you over time and how much it will cost you over time. So make sure you check that out. If you have any other brands you're interested in me trialing, please drop me a comment in the description box. I'm very interested in knowing what other people would like to see reviewed, and y'all know I will jump on those, so I will definitely take the opportunity to do that. And if you did enjoy watching this video, please make sure you hit subscribe. I'm on a quest for the perfect skincare. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I want it to be super effective and also not absurdly expensive. That's all. That's all I want. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.